Hey guys, Corey here. I have not done a video in a really long time, so I wanted to get on here and just share some things that I've been thinking about over the last month or so. And also, um, I just like to bring you guys into some of the things that I'm going through or learning, and hopefully, it'll help somebody else. Um, First of all, I hope that all of you guys have had a great weekend and are enjoying the beautiful fall weather. I know I have been trying to get outside and do as much as I can in this beautiful weather. But what I wanted to talk about today is something that I have kind of been a process that I've thought through for a long time, but it's something that kind of resurfaced over the last couple months. And that is personality types and like how you best receive love, like the love languages. I don't know if you're all familiar with that book. It's a really awesome book called The Five Love Languages, but and how that relates to relationships and not just like husband wife, but also friendships. And it's so funny because over the years, I'm the type of person who I love people, like will drop anything for anybody, will stop to hang out with someone, whatever someone needs. I love people. But there have been so many times over the last like 10 years where I would be like, man, like this person isn't like reaching back out to me, or, they seem busy all the time. And I'm such a quality time person. So, like, if I don't have quality time with friends, I'm like, oh, like, what's going on? And I remember a lot just feeling like, man, like, this person must not like me. They don't want to hang out. They haven't reached back out to me, whatever. This was years ago. And you know what? I came to the conclusion one day, a long time ago, is that everybody's personality and the way that they receive and give love is so different. So, someone else might not be quality time. My husband is acts of service. So, my husband is always doing things around the house, cleaning up, all kinds of stuff like that. That's how he naturally gives and receives love. So, all that to kind of say to you, the first time I realized that, it was like, oh, okay, well, this person, they may not need quality time the way I do, or they may not be someone who needs to be with people the way I do, or, and realizing that we all come at things differently. That was something that really helped me years ago to like realize that I was putting expectations on people that they couldn't meet because we're all wired so differently. And that was something that was just very, very helpful for me. But also, now I'm sure some of you guys have seen the enneagram going around, like where you can take a test and kind of tells you, different things about your particular personality. So I finally took one a couple of days ago because I just wanted to see. And it was really interesting because I got, if you're familiar with it, if you're not, look it up. I got number two, which is the helper. And it said that, ways to get along with me is to tell me you appreciate me, be specific, share fun times with me, take an interest in my problems, though I will probably try to focus on yours. Let me know that I'm special and important to you. And it was so funny because it was so spot on. I could not believe it. I was like, that's me. Like, that's really funny. And, but it was just interesting to read that and to understand that, even just understanding myself more. I thought that that was, just kind of an interesting thing because I love to help people. I love to help people with their problems. I love to spend time with people and all of that. But here is something in all of this that I have been learning. And this is where I'm getting to, all that to tell you, is I think it's so important to your spouse, your family, people that are you're close to figure out how they receive love, and whether that's like from like the Five Love Languages book, which is one of my favorite books, or the enneagram test, like seeing and asking, and your family, your spouse, your children, your close friends, what theirs are, because I just think it's, first of all, it's eye opening, but I also think It's so important in a relationship because then you can learn how to love that person better. And maybe you're not a quality time person, but you know that I am, and we're good friends, or you're my husband, or whatever. And so you make that effort because you know that that's how I receive love. And like for me, my husband is acts of service, okay? And so he does the dishes, like amazing. And so I have started, that would not be my natural way to give love. And so I have started to really work on that and just like, okay, I know that if I take the extra minute to do the dishes tonight so he doesn't have to, or, let's be really honest, I am messy, very messy. And my husband is not messy. And I am a messy cook. And let's just say I'm disorganized and messy, and I will leave dishes everywhere after I finish cooking something instead of cleaning them up, which is stressful to my husband. And so I have been really working, and it does not come natural to me, let me tell you, on cleaning up everything, like right after I do the dishes, or do the dishes, right after I cook something, going the extra mile to clean things up and to, do things and give him a night off of that. And it does not come naturally to me, in all honesty. But I know that that's a way that I can show my husband love and, meet him in a way that he receives love. And, I have a couple really close friends, and I know that they receive love through words of encouragement. So I really try to regularly send a text or a card or whatever to let them know, things that I love about them, because I know that that is important to them. And so, all this to say, it's just really interesting to learn this about myself. And then also, I'm just really working to learn that about the other people that are close to me. And I think just as the older you get, and the older, having a family now and having to be really intentional with my time, the more that I just see that life is short, and there are people that are hurting. There are people that feel lonely. There are people that need a friend, or that would love, just to have someone they can talk to or unload to. And I think that we can all use, and I am definitely been guilty of this, we can all use the excuse that we're busy or we have this or that going on. But life is short, and we don't know how long we have. And I think to love people well, to take that sacrificial time out of our schedule, no matter how busy we are, to make time for someone else, we just don't know how impactful that is and how important that is. And I think just doing that, and also just really, really seeking to learn about the people that are in our life so that we can really love them well. I just think that it's such an important thing. And, even if it's not quite the way we are wired, my husband is totally an introvert. I am completely an extrovert. And he, works really hard to understand that. Like, he really listens. He lets me, he knows I get filled up when I'm with people, and he really works to allow me to do that. And so I just think it's just such an important thing, and just such a really neat thing in a relationships. And so I just encourage you this week to just maybe take an extra minute to really learn about the people that are close into your life and how they receive love, and go that extra mile to do something for someone in your life. Even if it doesn't feel natural to you, take an hour and have coffee with a friend, even if you're crazy busy, because you know that means a lot to them. Send a text of encouragement or whatever it is. Drop off a meal, something that just shows someone in your life that you care. I just think it's just so important, and it's just something that I'm super passionate about. And so I just wanted to share, because I just thought that enneagram thing too is just really cool and interesting. And I had my husband take it too, and so it was really interesting just learning more about him. And I think, just the more we can learn about each other and just seek to really understand and listen, and just be a friend, is just a priceless thing. And so I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday, and I just wanted to jump on here, and that's just something that I've been learning about lately, and I hope you guys have a great start to your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.